Hello again everyone, and welcome to another royal reading. I'm going to be reading today on the Invictus games. I've already shuffled, but I'm going to carry on shuffling just a little bit. I'm using today the Crow Tarot, which is a wonderful deck. Highly recommended to any of you who want to broaden your horizons a little bit with interesting tarot decks. It is based on the Rider-Waite Tarot. The interpretations of the cards are Rider-Waite interpretations, but just done featuring crows and some absolutely lovely artwork. Whole decks coming out. That's what I want to see. I just want to get some energy into these cards. I haven't used them for a while personally. So first time I think that I've cracked them open for this channel. So let's see how they read. I want to use them today because we're on something of a dark subject matter, and that is the proceeds of the documentary that Prince Harry is filming with Netflix on the Invictus games. And apparently some of the people that he is flying to the UK to interview in October, November, the autumn anyway, with his Netflix camera crew, some of those people are rather unhappy and rather reluctant to sign the release forms that they have to sign for the documentary because they feel they're being used. They are not sure of who will be benefiting from this documentary, who will be getting the proceeds. Will it be Netflix? Will it be Prince Harry personally? Or will it be the Invictus Games? We know that Invictus Games was let down badly by Prince Harry last year. He was scheduled to do a fundraiser with them and he bailed out of it because it clashed. He signed the Netflix deal and there was a clash, and so he bailed on that. And in fact, Prince William and Catherine ended up donating a large sum of money to the Invictus Games to keep them going. So there is trouble there, financial trouble. So I'm going to be doing a Celtic cross. I'm going to be looking at the situation from the point of view of the veterans, how they're feeling, their challenges, what's going on around the situation, how they feel about Prince Harry personally. This card here. Who's benefiting from this documentary? Is it Prince Harry? Is it Invictus Games? Their hopes and fears for the documentary and the outcome of the documentary for the games. And the bottom of the deck is the Sun, which is capable of several interpretations in this reading. Gorgeous card, the Sun. And it is, of course, illumination, light being shone on a situation. So you could say that there is going to be some clarity for these people, these veterans who are feeling rather unhappy and rather exploited, allegedly, at this time. But it is also, of course, publicity. It is the fact that this documentary is really going to be shining a light on the Invictus Games, putting them front and center. And so they are going to be receiving a lot of publicity from this. Whether they receive a lot of money from it is the question that hopefully we'll be able to answer today with this reading. And of course, I have to say, as I always do, this is just a tarot reading. This is for entertainment purposes, and these are just my opinions. So the central question, what is the energy at the moment? What is the situation? And wow, always the tarot speaks very clearly when it feels very strongly about something. And this is, of course, the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, which is precisely what I'm talking about. I'm actually just blown away by seeing this card here. The Six of Pentacles is the charity card, the giving to worthy causes, being kind, being generous, putting in at least an equal amount to what you take out. And this is in the reverse. So here this reading is telling me straight away that the energy around the situation is an energy of exploitation, my opinion. Exploitation, unfairness, being taken advantage of, being treated, being beggared, being treated like beggars, being given pennies while somebody else is taking away large sums of money. So absolutely, this is an issue. This is a genuine concern, according to the wonderful Crow Tarot. And what is the challenge? As if that isn't a challenge enough for these people, what is the challenge? And the challenge is, yes, another Pentacles card, the Seven of Pentacles. This is the card of your harvest, of collecting your money, gathering in your money so that you've got sufficient, you're safe, you are well provided for. The crow is collecting those pentacles in its nest, and it is your investment, your return for the hard work that you have done. And this is their concern, that they are not going to be adequately recompensed for their troubles that they are going to, the fact that they're going to be giving interviews to Prince Harry and to the Netflix team. And of course, they will have to be glowing interviews. They will have to be saying how wonderful he is, how wonderful the Invictus Games is. But are they going to get any reward for this in terms of funding? And so Pentacles straight out, six of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Seven of Pentacles as the challenge card. This really is a very, very serious problem for these people, and it is really outrageous. There are many things that I could be reading on at the moment, because there's outrage all around the block at the moment, with Prince Charles, with Prince Andrew again running away to hide behind mummy up at Balmoral so he doesn't get served, and all kinds of things going on in the royal family. But this really, I think, is outrageous, exploiting a charity for your own personal gain, to line your pocket, as it appears Prince Harry is doing from these cards. And again, I have to say, this is just my opinion. What is hidden from us? What don't we know about this greed? Here is the greed card. The Four of Pentacles. Really, we're going to run out of Pentacles cards if it carries on like this in this reading. There is the crow clutching onto its Four Pentacles. It is only concerned with money, grabbing onto as much money as it can possibly grab onto, and really blocking anyone else from accessing them. That is the Prince Harry energy, in my opinion, in this reading. He really is out to make as much money as he possibly can. This is just grabbing, greed. And this card, the Four of Pentacles, is one of the least pleasant cards in the tarot deck. It's blocked emotions, it's grabbing, grasping, greedy, and really to your own advantage and to hell with everyone else. So what is the focus of these veterans right now? What are they trying to achieve? And we get the Four of Swords in reverse. They are unable to rest. They are unable to let this go. They are very troubled by it. The Four of Swords is, of course, the rest and recovery card, the healing card. And of course, these are people who have suffered terribly for their country. They have sacrificed everything for their country, and they cannot rest and recover because they are so very concerned about what is going on. It is also interesting, though, that the Four of Swords is a defeat card. It's the defeated warrior. It is also the card of ruined reputation, and it may be that these veterans are actually very focused on ruining the reputation of a certain very ungrateful prince who abandoned the military, abandoned his royal duty, and flitted off to California to feather his nest. I'm really angry doing this reading. I wondered why the Crow Tarot had to come out today and speak. And the crows are really speaking very loudly, very clearly. What has happened in the recent past? And here we get justice. 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 The veterans have possibly sought legal advice in this matter. They certainly want justice. They certainly want to balance things. This card is the major arcana of the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles, of course, came out in the reverse, and there above the crow is the crown. So they may even have complained to the British royal family about this. And as I said in my intro, as I was shuffling, Prince William and Catherine donated a large sum to the Invictus Games, and it is possibly this. That is what that card represents. They got some form of justice. They were, the scales were balanced. They got what they deserved, because the Justice card is getting what you deserve. But there is a sense around the Justice card of being wronged. Always when you see the Justice card, somebody has been wronged. And because the card is in the upright, somebody has had things put right in a good and healthy way. So they have had justice already in the past. What is coming up in the future for these people? This is the Three of Cups. Well, there is the laurel wreath in the background. So this is friendship. This is games. This is play. So there will be some happiness. They will be relieved. They will be able to get on with the next round of games in future coming up. I think it's next year, 2022. Is it in Germany? Can't remember where it's going to be held. But it's coming up. They will have funding. They will be able to all get together, because of course the Three of Cups is getting together with your friends and celebrating and being happy and playing. And it has also got sporty connotations. So they will be able to reconnect with people that they haven't probably seen for a while. And it will be happy, and it will be positive. It will be an emotionally satisfying experience for them. So we finally got rid of the Pentacles in this reading, and we're now focused in the near future on actually doing what the games are supposed to be doing, and that is bringing people together, honoring people who have triumphed over tremendous difficulties, and celebrating them and having a good time. So how do these people feel towards Prince Harry personally? What do they think of him as a man? And there is the Page of Pentacles. First of all, the page is a very immature energy. So they think of him not as a prince, not as a king, not as a leader, not as somebody that they respect and look up to. It's a juvenile energy, a childlike energy with the Page of Pentacles. The page, we're again with the Pentacles. As I said, we would run out of Pentacles if we carried on this way. The Page of Pentacles is, of course, about contracts, about starting a new path, a money-making racket. So they see him as somebody who is motivated by money, again, feathering his own nest. There is the crow admiring that pentacle in that card. Prince Harry only cares about money. The Page of Pentacles isn't normally a negative card, and particularly when it's in the upright. But as I say, this is somebody who is driven entirely by money. He's on the make. He has got his eye on this goal. He's doing deals, because pages are communications, and when it's the Page of Pentacles, it's contracts, it's negotiations. So he is completely preoccupied with the money side of things, and not at all with any of the other aspects that he should be occupied with at this point. So he really has got tunnel vision. He is entirely obsessed with making money. And what is his financial relationship with the Invictus Games? What is really going on there? Who is going to be pocketing the money? Is he going to be pocketing the money? Well, we get the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands is the joint venture card. It is publicity, it is expansion, it is sending your ships out across the seas, across those quite stormy seas in this card, and the ships are going to come back filled with goods. So they are working together. It's not a Pentacles card, it's a publicity card, it's a PR stunt. They're in this together. This is a PR stunt for the Invictus Games. They were let down last year. They are going to have to suck it up and do the best that they can with the deal that's on the table now, and take this opportunity to get some publicity, get their story out there, and hope that those ships come in with some money. We'll see in the outcome whether it will for them, or whether Prince Harry is going to be the one that takes all the money back to his manager in Montecito, who of course gets 15% of all of Harry's deals, apparently, allegedly, so rumor has it. So Invictus Games, their hopes and fears, these people who are reluctant to sign these release forms, their hopes and fears for this documentary, well, they hope Ace of Pentacles, they hope that this is a solid new start financially for the Invictus Games, that this makes huge amounts of money. You don't get more money than the Ace of Pentacles, really. That is a spectacular success. It really is very, very, very successful. It launches them, and how interesting, and I've only just noticed in these cards, the poppies there, and the poppies, and the Page of Pentacles. Can you see the poppies? And the poppies, even in the Three of Cups, there are right at the bottom poppies. And of course, we are coming up to Remembrance Day, and for those who are not aware, those of you who are watching, of course, in the UK through November, as an honouring fallen veterans, people do wear poppies on their coats, on their lapels. It's something that is taken very, very seriously. So the Crow Tarot is telling me very clearly, we're talking about money here, and we are talking about veterans, we are talking about the fallen, we are talking about the wounded. Tarot, the Crow Tarot is not messing around with this reading. It's not a tarot deck that does mess around, and obviously, but here it's telling it really very clearly with its imagery. Really quite amazing to see. So what is going to be the outcome for the Invictus Games? Are they going to get their Ace of Pentacle? Are they going to succeed with this documentary? Is it going to be good for them? Is it going to do what it needs to do? And we get the Nine of Wands in the reverse. Doesn't look like it from that, with the Nine of Wands. That's the Nine of Wands. And the upright, of course, it's the barriers up, on your guard and embattled, surrounded by those wands to keep yourself safe, keep yourself protected. You're battle hardened, you're exhausted, but you're still standing, you're still fighting, you're still defending yourself. In the reverse, it's give up. It's the surrender card. It does not bode well for them, that they are looking like they are not going to be able to endure much past this next round of games coming up in the near future, 2022. I think that the final outcome for them is that this very worthy cause looks like it has the potential to fold, to collapse, and all because of that and that. So rather an unfortunate outcome in this current energy, in this current timeline. We'll of course have to wait and see what happens, but the cards to me have spoken very loudly today, very clearly, and have rather judged the person who is supposed to be leading this charity and helping to ensure its future, financial future, and its future success and well-being. So on that rather judgmental note, let me end this reading, and I'll see you on the next one.